Could you describe very shortly what we are going to expect in the Kärntnerstraßen shop? How will it be? What will it be? How will it look like? How will it affect people?
The installation is about a stilt house, and how I see my stilt houses is I think people, if you see they try to build higher and higher and higher, and sometimes they forgot what is happening here underneath with the people in the city. And I'm always fascinating also what actually me as a spectator, what is happening there on top. And it's also a little bit kind of also voyeurism. I think if you see light in a building, you start to imagine what is happening there, and you have your own fantasies. And it's also like the gardens of Babylon. Maybe it was just only a few walls with beautiful plants coming over, and the people start to make their own stories. So my stilt houses are houses on stilts. But you cannot go, and even the big ones that I built, now the last one in Beirut, 60 meters high, everybody asks me, can you go in? I say, no, you can only watch, you are a spectator. And the crystals therein means the reflecting of light in the buildings, and then you have the video screens in the eyes that going open. Actually they watch you, and that is the whole thing about the concept about stilt houses, and here I give them like in my opinion a Japanese touch, because I love these Japanese pavilions when the construction going like this. My stilt house doesn't have this movement, but I had a feeling when I was building them, I was in this stream of Japanese landscapes, the bamboos going in with the wind, and it was.
So basically, you're building several houses in the house.
Yeah, it will be a couple of in every box I built a stilt house, and then on the wall there will be one big wall piece. It's like a city view. It's like you cut out a view out of a city, and again it's I give only my explanations about my art installations till a certain point, because at that point it's about you, how to dream about, how to think about, and to make your own story.
Usually you're working in public space. Was this ever an idea that occurred to you also with this shop, or was it clear from the very beginning that you will have to stay inside?
Yeah, but I do both. I have public spaces and I have private spaces, and I have exhibitions. It's about to be able, the freedom to be able to make this, and that is a fantastic. This is a fantastic gift to be able, how I say, to build these things.
Could you talk a little bit about how this collaboration with Swarovski started? I think the first, as far as I know, the first thing you did was the Dream Saver for Nadia.
It was Nadia. Nadia asked me to make a chandelier, but I'm absolutely not a product designer, so I couldn't make a chandelier. And I make from the first step an installation. First, they were like, wow, so big. They were, I think, half in shock. But actually, a month later, they came back and they say, yes, we do it. And at that point, our relationship starts as more as a friendship, and that is nice how we build this up.
So this is one criteria for working with, for example, clients or companies, that you have your absolute freedom in what you want to realize.
Yeah, I think I think it's important to have a certain freedom. Otherwise, they cannot come to us. And I have a lot of respect for everybody. But I think if people come to me to build something, I need to have a certain freedom to be able to build this kind of installations. Absolutely, yes.
Probably last question concerning the location, Vienna. I know it's your first project. What is your relationship to the city? How much do you know about it, and how does it affect you if you go to this is the most famous district, the first district where the shop is.
I think I hope it's just the opposite. I hope that through my installations I will discover Vienna.